Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Folks, I don't know exactly how you guys are feeling. I've been sensing a whole lot of doom and gloom on Twitter, at least in relation to the possibility of Elon Musk purchasing the platform. But I'm not buying into it just yet. I am still on Team Elon. I don't think this Elon Musk Twitter saga is over just yet. And I'm still sticking by him because he's an incredibly important cultural force that frankly we need on our team. And these moments right here are the moments that solidify that for me. Elon Musk just recently had an interaction with Stephanie Ruhle from MSNBC, and man, I don't think there's any other way to say this other than he absolutely destroyed her. I mean, smoked her in one of the most embarrassing Twitter moments for any journalist ever on the history of the platform. These right here, folks, are the moments I live for. Maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm not, but I'm not willing to give up on Elon Musk just yet. And so those are the topics for this particular video: Elon Musk's interaction with Stephanie Ruhle. And then I want to talk about Elon Musk, where he stands right now, the whole feud going on with Donald Trump and whatever. We've got some very interesting stuff to get into, folks, so let's roll the tape. Alright friends, take a look at this headline. MSNBC host triggered by Elon Musk sharing Hunter Biden meme. An MSNBC reporter attempted to shame Elon Musk for poking fun at the president's son, who was seen weighing crack rocks and arguing with a hooker in a leaked video. This is the meme right over here. Hunter Biden every time he buys crack and hookers. A+ for cinematography, with a pretty hilarious meme. And then of course MSNBC Karen Stephanie Ruhle chimes in. Imagine the positive impact you could have on the world if you use the extraordinary amount of influence and power you have to spread decency, kindness, and positivity. Oh, spare me. But Elon Musk had the perfect response. Imagine if MSNBC did that. To which she responds, "No need to imagine. Come on over any night of the week, big guy, 11 p.m. Eastern, at 11th hour on MSNBC. We've got one goal: to get better and smarter. I invite you to join and help us do just that. How about tonight?" And that right there is where you instantly lose credibility. Stephanie Ruhle, at first trying to virtue signal, getting absolutely destroyed, and then turning the whole thing into a moment of self-promotion, tweeting her show and her network, and of course trying to get Elon Musk to come on. What an absolute clown show. You see exactly who these people are. Kindness, decency, and positivity, but really, they're nothing but self-centered, self-promoting, egoist, elitist Democrats who use virtue, or frankly fake virtue, to collect internet points and Twitter clout through these kinds of interactions and tweets. But really, it's moments like these that expose really the whole thing. Elon Musk puts out this very benign, funny tweet. I mean, everybody should be able to laugh at this. It's objectively funny. The idea that Hunter Biden has never committed a crime that he hasn't filmed, and of course his obsession with filming other interesting parts of his life or moments of his life. It's something that's objectively funny, and it's also something that's very newsworthy and very relevant, considering all the possible connections between Joe Biden. And a mainstream host from MSNBC responded in this way to Elon Musk. This shows you how totally, fundamentally unserious these journalists really are. To them, putting any focus on Hunter Biden and all the various crimes that he's committed, and the possibility of his dad being involved in many of them, somehow that's a bad thing and that you should focus on spreading decency, kindness, and positivity. Well, how about focus on doing your damn job and informing the American people of one of the biggest scandals in presidential history? I mean, the implication is that somehow you're an internet troll for mentioning Hunter Biden, even though there's now a connection of Hunter Biden being involved in human trafficking, and probably worst of all, his father being implicated in bankrolling him as he commits these crimes. Transporting individuals across state lines for the purpose of prostitution is a federal crime. Joe Biden knowingly and willingly funding Hunter Biden's operations implicates him. Whether Joe Biden can be found guilty in a court of law, probably not. But the ethical concern of the president being involved in this stuff, and his son as well, has to be something that's relevant to the news cycle, considering he's literally the president of the United States. And that's not even talking about 10% the big guy or pedo Peter. But of course at MSNBC you lack decency if you even mention the name Hunter Biden. But of course that same standard did not exist when the name was Donald Trump Jr. Now did it? And so this is why I think Elon Musk is such a powerful entity. A lot of people are saying that Elon Musk is a traitor, he's a coward, blah blah blah. But I'm not willing to give up just yet. yet. And I don't think this whole Twitter saga is over either. I mean, he did release this tweet the other day. They said I couldn't buy Twitter, then they wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose bot info in court. Now, whether this is just Elon Musk continuing to grift, we don't know. We don't know his true intentions. But in the end, I can't be angry at him. I mean, look at market conditions. I mean, Twitter stock is down, what, like 35 or 40%? I don't know the exact number. But he offered to buy it at $52.20 a share. That is a disgusting price. Nobody should buy Twitter at that price. I don't blame him for pulling out, especially as Twitter refuses to show any transparency when it comes to the number of bots on their platform. That's like buying an old banged up Civic from 1996 for $54,000. It's just not worth it. It's a bad business deal, and so no wonder he pulled out. I don't blame him for pulling out of that deal. And I certainly don't think that we should be making Elon Musk an enemy at this point, when he's been nothing but a benefit and an ally. And so here's where we get to this final story, which I know probably a lot of you guys will want me to address. Trump says that he could have made Musk, quote, drop to his knees and beg for federal subsidies. This comes after Elon Musk said this: too much drama. Do we really want a bull in a china shop situation every single day? Also, I think the legal maximum age for start of a presidential term should be 69. Trump could be 82 years old by the end of term, which is too old to be chief executive of anything, let alone the United States of America. If DeSantis runs against Biden in 2024, then DeSantis will easily win. He doesn't even need to campaign. Donald Trump got extremely angry at this, releasing a post to Truth Social when Elon Musk came to the White House asking me for help on all of his many subsidized projects, whether it's electric cars that don't drive long enough, driverless cars that crash, or rocket ships to nowhere, without which subsidies he'd be worthless, and telling me how he was a big Trump fan and a Republican. I could have said drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it. And look, Elon Musk responded to that saying LMAO with a bunch of O's. At one point during a rally, Donald Trump also called Elon Musk, I believe, a BS artist. And look, I think some of you guys are probably all in on this and you're taking sides, one side or the other. My view is that I don't like any of this stuff. I think Donald Trump was a great president, but the last thing that we need is for these two guys to be going after each other publicly. And you know, like I've been very vocal in a lot of my videos, I've said, this is probably the thing that bothers me the most about Donald Trump. Like, who cares, dude? You're worth like $3 billion and you were the president of the United States. I don't get why things have to be so personal. I don't get why things have to be this sensitive. To me, at least personally, it still remains the weakness of the Donald Trump presidency, that he got too offended and too sensitive at too many of the media narratives. You can't keep feeding into this stuff. That's why I think the reflective armor of Ron DeSantis is so powerful, because he just doesn't feed into any of the narratives. He doesn't get offended by what the media is saying about him. He just tells them to take a hike or to go back to the daycare from which they came. And it's just the best way to deal with this stuff. It's a little bit funny. It's what Donald Trump does. But just being totally honest with you guys, I just don't care for this stuff. I think it's stupid. And heading into 2022 and 2024, infighting is probably the last thing that's needed. Let the progressive left and the corporate Democrats fight each other all they want. The conservative side needs to be aligned and united. I don't care about Elon Musk versus Donald Trump versus Ron DeSantis, or Godzilla versus Donkey Kong. I just don't care. Please get to business. Of course, I'm curious what you guys have to say, so let me know in the comments. That's what I got for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.